Who is more likely to pardon his entire family?
Oh, yeah. At that point, you would have
Trump
said
or
Trump.
Biden?
You
No,
would have said
who
Trump.
would you have said?
I would have said Trump.
But who did?
It was Biden.
So think about what you just said. I asked you the last 18 months, they destroyed this guy's life.
Yeah.
And I said, do you think he's going to do the same? You said, we'll see. But when I ask you who you think is going to pardon his own family, he never pardoned his own family. And this guy pardons his own family.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's never happened before.
Yo, this one right here. Whoo! Patrick Bet David just schools Ian Bremmer. I mean, he goes in on the whole woke left. And honestly, he doesn't hold back. He calls out the corruption, the double standards, all of it. And the wildest part, he gets Ian, Mr. Democrat himself, to admit that even his own mom would have voted for Trump. Like, what? You can literally feel the air leave the room when he says it. Let's get into this, because it's a ride.
To see something like this.
Yeah.
Any pardons Fauci, any pardons Milley, any pardon.
I thought that was a huge mistake. Again,
But that's the part with that is as a, something gives me, I'm not going to ask you who you voted for, but I have a feeling you didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah, I'm public. I didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah, so let's you didn't vote for Trump, right?
Yeah.
But the question becomes, this is why I think the Democratic Party took the biggest black eye ever, because we were told this is the guy that's going to pardon himself and his own family, and he didn't.
Won't do it.
And we were told,
That's right.
Biden said, no man is above the law, and he pardoned his entire family. Do you know what happened to the Democratic credibility to me? Right here.
It got hurt.
Not hurt.
Completely.
This is not hurt. This is the first time in history. It's shattered.
Yes.
It's shattered, and it hurt a lot of the experts who were saying there, well, here's what's going to happen. 51 secret intelligence signed off that there's nothing in the laptop, and Russian collusion, Schiff, and all this. Credibility was shot.
I agree. I think that, again, I think the country is incredibly divided, and I think that what you are talking about is something that is very widely felt by, pretty much everyone that would consider voting for Trump. And I think everyone on the Democratic side would say, they do it, this was necessary, because look how bad Trump was going to be. That's what they'll say. That's what they'll say. Where is there space for someone to actually have a conversation that can engage with both sides, that can be balanced? And the fact is, it's a really hard thing to do. It's easier in other countries, It's a reality. It's uncomfortable, but I'm not prepared to say this is, all kumbaya on the Republican side.
Your life is better today under this guy than the Biden or.
Look, I mean,
I know you can't say
I spend most of my time, thinking about the world. I spend most of my time thinking about the 8 billion people that are here. I understand that I'm American. I understand that, we care about Americans first and foremost. At the end of the day, as someone who was born here by stroke of luck, and I'm enormously appreciative about that. But do I consider that Americans matter fundamentally more than everybody else around the world? No, I kind of feel like we're all human beings on this little ball. And I really care about where the little ball is going. And
I believe you're being sincere.
I'm being completely sincere.
No, what I'm saying is we've never met. This is the first time we're talking. I believe you're being sincere.
And I worry more about the future of all of us on the little ball with Trump. I do. I really do.
And I'm on the complete opposite side of my level of optimism to people around the world. We ran election night, okay? Election night, we ran the #1 live stream worldwide on YouTube. That doesn't mean anything to you. I don't mean the numbers on what it is.
That's
but
pretty cool. That means something to me.
No, what I'm saying to you is numbers-wise. What does that really mean? We're in D.C. We're talking to YouTube CEO and Google CEO. You know who they are. And how'd you guys run the biggest live, and what happened? We had 2,000 people on our hangar. You've seen the property, the hangar on the other side, right? Yeah. 2,000 people are there. You know where people were from? All over the world. Guy flew 24 hours from Australia to come. I said, why are you here? He says, you may not know this. Whatever happens here, we're going to feel it everywhere. And we're so glad Trump is in, because the amount of games that was played under Biden and Kamala, we're just so happy finally another person is in that's not imposing ridiculous ideas and policies to us.
Yo, that's actually insane. This guy flew halfway across the world just to see Patrick Bet David's live stream, like 24 hours in the air. Jet lag, thousands spent, all just to be there. That's not just fandom. That's conviction. And honestly, I get it. Like Patrick said, the man did it because he felt this moment mattered. He felt like dodging the Biden-Kamala bullet was that important. And with the way things are going, I don't blame him. You listen to Ian Bremmer talk, and it's like, bro, you sound like a full-on globalist. Same script, same spin. These folks want to fix the whole world while letting their own country fall apart. And now, USAID's getting cracked wide open. We're finally seeing where all that money's going. Global projects, woke nonsense, pushing this globalist agenda while the people here can't even catch a break. And that's the thing. That's why the left keeps losing ground, because they keep choosing the world over their own people. And it's showing. But finally, people are waking up. They're starting to say, yo, what about us? What about our streets, our schools, our communities? That's the energy behind Patrick and the people tuning into his streams. It's not anti-anyone. It's pro your own first. For once, someone's actually standing up and saying, hey, how about we take care of the folks we swore an oath to before trying to save the rest of the world? Because let's be real. If Biden and Kamala had taken that win, whoo, that would have been a straight up disaster, not just for America, but globally too. So yeah, I feel that guy. I'd be thanking God too. Anyway, y'all know what to do. Drop a comment, hit like, it helps the algorithm. Let's keep it moving.
And so I'm in the
And I'm telling
mindset
you,
of,
the two countries that are closest to us, that know us best, that do the most business with us, that travel the most to our country, Mexico and Canada, overwhelmingly, these are people, it's not that they're scared of Trump, it's that they really think that things are going to be worse.
Trudeau goes and has dinner with him right after having...
Oh, that was horrible.
Trudeau goes and has dinner with him a week later, he resigns.
Don't ask me to defend Trudeau.
Well, you just did.
No, I didn't.
He said Canada.
What? I said Canada. I'm talking about Canadians.
Have you seen his what his rating is with his own people?
Have you seen how conservatives feel about Trump and Elon?
Well...
Even worse.
I don't know about that.
That is absolutely true.
Listen, I know what Pierre said. Like, I heard what Pierre said when he said, you know, Canada will never be the 51st state, and he has to say that. Of course, he has to say something like that.
It's not just that. It's because everybody feels that way.
And no, but the point is, am I sitting there trying to really make those guys happy? No. We've made them happy. Their life's been better because of America, the amount of opportunities they've had because of us. Yet Mexico, you're sending 10 million people over. Colombia guy gets up and talks shit at 3:40 in the morning. Some are saying he was drunk, and immediately a day later, it's like, whoa. You know, no, I think there's a guy in charge in America that his priority is me first. And as a guy that lived in Iran for 11 years almost, 2 years Germany, and I've been here my entire life since then, I'm glad that this guy is for me over anybody else that he's willing to give money to. Then us taking care of ourselves.
Where I will tell you, and where we agree strongly, is I really want him to succeed.
I love that.
I do not want him
I love that. And I respect that.
It's important.
Yeah,
and we need more people, no matter who they vote for, to be able to come together and say that. Because I really wanted Biden to succeed. And I hope you did too. You know, he was your president. You wanted Biden to succeed, didn't you? When he was there?
Of course I
Of course you did.
By the way,
of course you did. It shouldn't be hard for us to say.
No.
And I mean, you know, at the end of the day, succeeding as the American president in the most powerful country in the world, in a much stronger position now than we have been in a very long time, you know, means everybody succeeds. It really should.
What will need to happen for you to say life was better under Trump? What needs to happen the next year, 2 years, 3 years? I'm going to invite you back. We're going to go to dinner.
I'll tell you.
And what needs to happen for the great Ian Bremmer to say, my life changed positively under Trump? What needs to happen? Armenians are stubborn, so I don't know if I can...
I am very stubborn,
Okay.
but if the world is in a more stable place, if we are able to actually build leadership, not just for Americans, but also for people wanting to follow us around the world, right? And we see that definably, right, in aligning more with like collective ideas of the world is fragmenting and falling apart. We need to come together. And that means it can't just be America first.
So let me ask you, so if your parents, you're let's just say are you married? You got kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
No kids, but I'm married,
Okay, so let's just say you're married, okay? Let's say you're in a house with mom and dad, 4 kids. I'm just making up a number. You're in the family. What's more important? Would you rather have your family, marriage, family life, everything be good there, or bring it down 2 notch, but make sure everybody else's marriage is also better around the community? I mean, you got the way.
That's a very good question.
Many years ago,
my mother would have voted for Trump.
And I love your mother.
Yeah, if you ask me. Ian Bremmer's still stuck in that old school globalist mindset. You know the type. America's gotta be the world police, lead everything, run everything, be the boss of the planet. Like, nah, I'm over that. I don't think we need to play that role anymore. We've got enough problems here at home. Let's fix our own mess first before trying to save the rest of the world. No shade to other countries, right? But they've got their own problems, and they should be focused on those. It's not America's job to carry everyone else on his back. And the way Patrick Bet David broke it down, so on point. He was like, imagine sacrificing your own family's well-being just to make everyone else feel better. Would you risk your relationship, your home life, just to boost everyone else's happiness? Like, if your kid's healthy, are you gonna make them sick just so the other kids feel a little better? Come on. You don't owe that to the whole world. You owe it to your own family, your own house, your own people. And personally, yeah, I'm choosing my own, my home, my country, my kid, my marriage, because that's what I can actually protect. That's what I can control. All this other stuff, out of my hands. And honestly, Ian even admitted, yo, that was a strong argument. Probably one he's never even heard before. But it really shows you where the priorities lie. Ian wants to save the world. Patrick's like, nah, let's take care of our own first. And I think that's exactly what a lot of Americans have been craving for a long time. Just someone, anyone who's willing to put them first. And whether you like Trump or not, that's a big part of why people are still riding with him. Because at least some part of that message, it finally puts Americans back on the list. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Let me know what you thought of that moment in the comments. Did Patrick Bet David school Ian Bremmer or what? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.